Okay guys, so we are back to doing all of our second rounds of treatments, and for our second rounds we do a grub killer, I do a fungicide, I do a pre-emergent, which is an 1804 with 0.426 barricade. I'm only putting down at the medium rate right here, which is a 14 on my Let's Go spreader. That's about 0.82 pounds per thousand, because I don't want to do too much nitrogen. And then I'm spraying everybody with this Q4 here. One bottle does about 11,000 square foot. So I already have one mixed up, but as you can see, we're going to take out clover here. Mainly it's all along the edges where it's warm, and then you have some swaths, so I don't have to blanket spray this yard. All I got to do is walk around and spot spray this one. So let me go ahead and start putting fertilizer down, and I'm gonna spray. I don't think we're supposed to get any rain, but I don't see any on the radar, and I think we're good for 5 hours. All I need is 6 hours for Okay guys, I finished this up. Okay, to fertilize it, fungicide it, fertilize it, fungicide it, insecticide it, and spot spray all this stuff. Took me about 2 hours to do all that. If I had a stand-on sprayer, it would probably take me 30 minutes to do everything, man. But it is what it is. I get my exercise. I'll have to see how much I hiked doing that. But that took me 2 hours. Not too bad, right? Okay, let's get you guys a before. Man, that lawn's looking nice and green. Maybe I'll set you up to do the backyard in that one. Man, it actually looks really nice. Not bad for how long it was. You know what? I accidentally, I think I put a starter fertilizer instead of a pre-emergent. So it grew a lot faster. Feel yours?
No, I don't.
I forgot my hat somewhere, so I'm putting this on because I don't want my noggin to cook. It'll burn.
Yeah.
So, and I put, oh man. That means I'm gonna have to put sunscreen on my actual face now. That's why I like a hat.
Oh, you don't normally. Oh, no. I wear sunscreen on my face.
So we are out mowing. We have 1, 2, 3 to mow. And then we are going to do some treatments, some fertilizers and stuff. We picked up a new lawn. We'll show you how weedy it is. But that way we can see if we improve on it, right?
Yeah, we like to see.
We like to see improvements.
Well, it's black too, and we're in the tropical.
Do you want it?
No.
Okay. Not sure if I'm aware. I might just put some sunscreen on this and go from there.
Just go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. It should only take us an hour and a half to mow these straight. So it's easy day. Well, I got to push a spreader for yesterday. I showed you guys I did that one, and I think all in all I think I walked about 5.2 miles. So
I have a question that you guys might want to help answer down below. We had a fellow lawn care friend ask Carl how we deal with weather. You know, how do we deal with rain?
Like if you have a week of rain, 10 days of rain. Now, let's be fair.
Yeah.
We haven't had a week of rain down here in 10 years.
Well, now
except
remember
for the hurricane.
The week, and the week before, it was 4 days that we did have rain like every afternoon, and because we were doing landscaping. Hold on.
It's the FedEx guy.
Yeah. And because we were doing landscaping in the mornings, we were missing out on mowing. So we were like, catch up. Then after that, really, you can just do the best. We've also been asked the question, since we've been through a natural disaster, we've also been asked the question, like, what is your contingency plan for if this happens again?
Well, I don't think anybody has a contingency plan for a hurricane that was the top 5 in U.S. history for as far as damage and stuff.
I mean, and if it would have hit at a different point of the season, it probably wouldn't have even affected us as bad as it did.
Yeah, if it would have hit us in, say, mid-July. Probably wouldn't have affected us. People would have recovered by then, did their lawns. But because it hit us at our busiest time of the year isn't mowing.
We literally finished renovations the day before, 2 days before Hurricane Helene came in.
Not all only half of them.
Yeah, only half of them.
Yeah.
Not even half of them. We only got to like, that was like maybe our 10th one that we had done. So, I mean, that was a saving grace though, because if we wouldn't have even had those, and I pushed Carl to do them a little earlier last year. So we wouldn't have even, normal years, we wouldn't have had them done.
Yeah, so.
So, you know,
so there's
throw
no
some ideas
there is
out.
no contingency plan.
Yeah.
You could say save up. If you save up, what, 10 years and you have all that money, okay. Well, that one storm knocked out probably $23,000 something of our income. I mean, for how bad would that hurt you guys if 23 grand was?
Oh, I
taken
thought
out
we
of your
figured
income?
out it was like almost 27.
Yeah, it was 23% of our total income that we made.
Yeah.
So it might have been closer to 27 or 30.
Oh, it's like all like, I just want to forget about it, but but
and wait,
biggest
and the
advice-
thing is, that's from what we made the previous year.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count all projects we would have had going through the winter. People weren't worried about that no more.
Right,
So.
right. Well, and the other thing is remember the previous year we did it to ourselves. We decreased our revenue a little bit because we wanted to get rid of more mowing. Not get rid of. We wanted to downsize mowing
And
so that we had
better, I guess,
more time.
refine our clients that we had to more full service. So if you're out there running a lot of lawns right now and that's all you're doing and you want to get into mowing, you have to, get into landscaping, you have to transition into it. We did it over years. If I could start over again, I would have only taken so many mowing accounts and then just pushed more on the landscaping. But when you come down here with 3 kids that you have to raise with no money,
needed
we were
money.
broke. You know, we had to throw a business together. It's a little harder. So
Yeah. So our biggest advice is always to keep your clients in the know. You know, whatever your schedule is, if you're behind for whatever reason, most of the time, if you're speaking to your clients, they're understanding.
And if you know your clients, you know which ones you don't have to really say anything. They kind of like clockwork. No. Now we don't. We tell all our clients everybody's weekly. We mow by weather. We mow by our schedule. If we get dry for, say, we don't get rain for 7 days, we'll back off to 9 days. Now this year we've been mowing overgrown lawns because we've been doing landscaping at the beginning of the year, the weather.
Well, and just like companies, you know, kind of like, well, which new clients am I going to take on? You know, we train our clients when we go out for that first, you know, meet to meet, face to face. You know, we say this is how we run things, and we just let them know. And communication is the key.
Yeah. So, but
So,
okay.
even though they don't always read it, communication is the
So we finished mowing, and now we're out getting ready to do all our fertilizing. Well, I think we might do 2, because the 2 we're doing equals what, 32,000 square feet about. Maybe 30,000 square foot. Oh, I just got an alert.
33.
So I have to check the radar, because I'm gonna spray them if we're not gonna get rain. But Rachel's my wing girl out here. She blocks all the clients and talks to them while I'm doing all this stuff. But I am gonna have her on the lawns we've been treating for a while. I'm gonna have her spot spray the Q4.
But that's not gonna be till tomorrow.
Oh yeah, probably. Now on the big one we're doing, I got a blanket spray, so it's gonna take me probably an hour to do all that. So
yeah, so possibly I'll help spray.
Oh yeah, you can help too.
Fungicide and
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
but we'll show you befores of these and show you how they're looking. This one we took over last year and it's looking pretty good.
Yeah,
so let's go.
Right, because last year was the first aeration.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, wow.
Stuff you put down. The fertilizer isn't going to hurt the driveway unless you have like an iron in it to green up the lawn. Or lime I wouldn't leave on the driveway. And the only reason you don't want to leave regular fertilizer is because of runoff. What happens is if you leave it on the driveways, it runs off into the roadways, down these little gullies here, down into the sewer system. And that's why you shouldn't over fertilize your lawns neither. You want to follow the rate on the package. What you really want to do is a soil test to find out what you actually need as far as like if you're too acidic or not. We soil tested everybody's yard years ago. Back, they're probably due for another soil test, but if the lawns are dialed in this quick, besides some weeds here and there, I'm not going to be too worried about it. They actually, I told the sod farm that we're in year 3, 4, and 5 on a lot of these lawns we're doing, that we changed over the seed from site 1 to Let's Go to completely Turf Mountain, like Jonathan Green blend seed, and the lawns look so much better now. They withstanded a moderate drought this year going into spring and look even better than they did when we were getting rain. So not too bad. Oh guys, it's a good thing I did not decide to spray. So we only fertilized 1 in here, and we fertilized 2 in here. Grub killer. Ooh, listen to that. Ooh, it's a good thing I was done that. Rachel's just talking to the client about plants. We're under a severe thunderstorm watch and warning, I think. But I did the biggest one in here. I still got to spray it tomorrow morning, which is kind of good. We're getting all this rain because the rain's gonna water that in. I didn't get these guys, but all these guys on this street will water if I ask them to. But we're supposed to get 2 to 5 inches of rain. So, but I got all the grub killer down on that one, on them 2, and so that was all together 30,000 square feet of lawn that I did. I don't know how much I walked. I think I'd have to look, probably 5-6 miles. I don't know, a lot. So I gotta come back tomorrow morning. We're gonna come back and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here. But all 6 of them all together only equals about 20,000 square foot. And as you can see, we've been doing these ones for so long that there's barely any weeds, just a few weeds in it. So I'm gonna give Rachel the sprayer, and she's gonna spot spray all these yards in here, these 6, while I'm doing all the. So honestly, I think we should be able to get everything done in here tomorrow, back done in 2 hours, because I gotta go back over and spray them too. That big one is gonna be the longest to spray, but I might give Rachel a spray bottle too, 1 gallon pumper, and have her do that.
Southwest of Raleigh.
Sprinkling, Rach.
It's sprinkling? Is that what you're saying? It's sprinkling? Oh, guessing on right now.
I think Matt's going to mow right now. What are you talking about?
I hope not.
No, Matt's lawn care and mowing right now.
Man, good thing you finished that just in time.
Yeah, right?
Right?
Good thing.
Would have been.
I just got another alert, man.
I told you, one of our clients told me possibly.
Oh, there goes another guy going to mow right now, man. See all these guys out mowing? Watch, you're gonna see him unpack his stuff. No, I'm just playing around.
It was funny being in the development though, because like as it started sprinkling, you saw all the guys that were in the development just start leaving, right?
Yeah.
Because we were at the beginning. So it was pretty funny, like, so I guess not everybody works in the rain.
No, you're not mowing in this. If you're caught in this, there's no way you're still mowing in it. You got to stop and let it go through and then maybe finish up and blow off the mess. But if you're pulling up to a job after this goes through to mow, oh, guys, don't be doing that. Oh my gosh,
that's such a mess.
Yeah.
Listen, our biggest thing is just keep your clients up to date. I mean, they understand. And if we're getting rained out 3-4 days in a row, just let them know that you're doing the best that you can.
And guys, don't be the guy that you're behind by a week on lawns and you're only single cutting it. You leave that lawn like you were there in a week.
Right.
You cut it 6 times if you have to, man. That's on you for being behind.
So, okay, that might be the difference in us too. We never ever leave a lawn. You guys saw me today. I went over that lawn. That was our fault. It was past 2 weeks and she's a weekly account.
And she doesn't care.
No,
she doesn't really get on us.
Like,
Rachel emailed her last week and said we're going to be behind. She's like, no worries.
Yeah,
she lets us know if she has somebody coming.
Exactly.
And it needs to be done.
When you have that communication with your clients, they will let you know when they absolutely need it mowed for something.
Yeah.
So just, try to form that relationship with we really did train our clients, I think.
Yeah.
And it started off by, saying no 2 weeks. Sorry, it's too long at 2 weeks. We're pulling everybody back to
9. We first went to 9 to 12 days, and then after that, we started telling people that were 9 to 12 days that we were going to only weekly, and we referred them to other people. But that's what you got to do to cut back, so you're not. Listen, you don't want to be out.
Yeah, first thing is to get rid of your bi-weeklies, and if you need to tell them.
And we
love do the 9 to 12 days, then we understand. Then tell your bi-weeklies that they need to go weekly then. And you'll put them by weather, so if you get behind, they will be ones that will be mowed at 9-10 days instead of weekly.
And that's our advice too. I mean, I know we love doing lawn care and landscaping. But if you can do lawn care and landscaping and make as much mowing 90, 100 lawns as you can mowing 28 lawns, then that's where you want to be at, guys. Don't let them run your business.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is our business. We should be able to be on our schedule.
Yeah.
And not kill ourselves.
Yeah.
We can only work usually 9-10 months a year. I mean, sometimes
some guys it's only 6 months a year.
Yeah. So we really do have to just tell the clients we are doing our best. We're doing what's best for your lawn, and if we do come behind, then we're gonna just make sure it looks nice.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys like that view of the rain.
Don't leave any grass bunnies everywhere, man.
Yeah. No grass bunnies. Blow them off. Take the time.
I don't mow the lawn that we just treated, and I was walking around picking up grass bunnies so that the fertilizer could get to the to the ground. So,
but and that was a professional company that mowed that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and I understand. I think he was a little behind too. So sometimes that happens, and it wasn't extreme.
Yeah, you guys see.
Yeah.
Okay, let me concentrate on these windy roads in the rain. I thought we were driving away from the storm.
No, it's dark, right?
Yeah, look at that.
It is dark out. Oh my gosh, it looks like a wall of rain.
Yeah, it does. You technically, eventually, should see a mountain that way, but
no.
We'll see when we get closer.
I don't think I see a mountain.
No?
No. Like literally a wall rain. Wow.
Oh, wow, yeah. You think we got that rain at our house?
Hopefully. Oh man, that sucks.
How do you know? Maybe he likes the rain.
Really?
Maybe he's driving around when it's all sunny and bright out and he's like, man, I've been driving around for hours and I haven't gotten my favorite thing, rain.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you like it when you were caught in the rain on your bike?
Oh, it didn't bother me. You had to slow down. The worst was when I was caught in the snow and the ice.
Yeah. Well,
And some people would say, well, why would you drive your bike in the snow? Because that's all the vehicle I had at the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I did. And, little story, I crashed it too. But it wasn't because of, well, technically it was. I went over a bridge that had ice on it and it was wooden. And I slipped. And I dropped I had a ZX 750. Really nice yellow one. I even have frame sliders on it, but my luck is the frame slider got stuck in the bridge, broke off, and then it scraped the whole side of the bike. So, my little story. But
Yeah.
you are supposed to see mountains there.
Yeah.
You do not see mountains there.
No.
That is all, like, dark.
Yeah. Well, that's what our client said that up in Asheville they were getting even worse storms. So craziness.
I was hoping to catch a lightning bolt out of that storm. When you were in their house, a big old lightning bolt came down.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't feel the house shake?
No.